Last orders at the bar, please.
Welcome to Tavern Tales, a curated 5e Dungeons & Dragons adventure set in the tales of the Yawning Portal campaign module by Wizards of the Coast.
Previously on Tavern Tales, we've reached the pinnacle of the temple itself as we continue the next to last session of Tamoachan with a massive fight with a mummified centaur.
Come sit down and drink with the enemy, raise a glass and toast to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So come sit down and laugh with the enemy, raise a glass and sing to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So I won't end up being alone, 'cause I won't drink my drink alone. So what about you? One beer or two, I'll drink to you.
And then it's definitely going to stomp on you while you're on the ground.
Me on the
such
ground?
a
I'm
death
on the
stare
ground.
right now.
Of course you're on the ground.
I don't
Oh, I haven't
You
got
are
up.
dying. You haven't had a
Yeah.
chance to even get up. It's going to look down and you stomp.
I'm a roll. Uncanny dodge.
Sure. Yeah.
Sausage
absolutely.
roll.
Yeah. Okay. A 19 hits you, right?
Fuck yes.
Cool. You take 6 points of damage.
I'm down again.
And then you take 10 necrotic damage. So that's 1 failure on your death saves, immediate from the extra damage. And then you're going to make a constitution saving throw.
Oh,
You have mummy rot. You lost 10 maximum hit points as well off your maximum total.
so put it in the.
Then the head turns all the way 180 degrees and looks at Alabama with a dreadful glare. And it says, "Chakalaka,"
Ah, fuck.
and glares at you. The eyes become big
I
and
close my
black. The fangs grow long in its mouth. The skin washes away into bones, and black fire is everywhere. Make a saving throw.
I close my eyes and I say, if I can't say you, you can't say me.
This is probably an easy one. It's a wisdom saving throw. So I don't even think you need.
Are you near me?
Yes.
I have a +8 to wisdom saving throws.
Jeez.
So
Oh wait,
it's plus 12
Yeah, that's
now, sort of thing, and you're flying through the roof. You've succeeded.
Oh,
you
yeah.
are now immune to this dreadful glare of mummies for the next 24 hours.
Just so everyone knows, I got a 21 with her +4.
Jeez.
I know. So the only one left that I haven't tried to glare at is the paladin, who also has an exceptional wisdom saving throw. So
Yes, I do.
that being said, that was the end of the mummy's turn. You are now free of the paralyzing and frightening effect of the mummy, but you don't know that because you're lying there unconscious on the ground.
Yep. Accurate.
Alabama, it's your turn.
Gonna cast Sacred Flame.
All right, sure. Got nothing else?
Yeah. Well, I just don't. You told us
I
a
know.
couple games ago to save
I honestly
our spell slots.
thought this would be done by now, but it is not. So
I'm trying to
it
save
will now
them.
do its dexterity saving throw.
Everybody just point and stare at Aaron this whole time.
I have failed. Do your damage.
I can't.
6. I got to 1 on one of them.
Welcome to my world.
The beginning of the turn, it is Florida Man's. Actually, let's go with MJ first this time.
I'm gonna roll a death save.
I'll be following right behind you.
Tex, what would you like to do?
Is the peacock still up?
Sure. Peacock's there for 10 rounds.
Okay, I'm going to move it over to...
Oh, you can move the peacock?
Yeah, I can move it 30 feet.
Cool.
Oh, so did I not get any peacockiness?
You did get the peacock, and then I killed you again.
Yes. I can move it 30 feet as a bonus action.
Sure.
So I'm going to use a bonus action.
What do you say?
Get along over there.
I like it.
Cool.
And then I move it over Penny. And you get a D6.
Yeah.
Roll your d6. You
Oh,
have
I get
hit
it right
points.
away?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was for wait for my turn.
No. You don't even get to make a death save.
5.
You have 5 hit points.
Yay. And now the...
Fleur de Mern.
Hello, I shall attack the twice.
Roll it up.
20 points of damage total with my 2 strikes against the midsection. And I'm like, Cranberry, could you do something, please?
Oh, yeah, what do you want me to do?
Can you use your unicorn horn to
I'm only going to stab the human part, though. I don't attack other horses.
Fine. Get it in the boob. That always hurts.
What? And it's undead. It's not really going to feel anything, but okay. And it charges up, and you can roll an attack for Cranberry to strike it true with its magical horn.
critical success.
All right, it destroys the mummy entirely
Hey!
as it crumbles to dust.
Thank you, Cranberry. You're the best.
Okay,
Where's she been this whole time? Oh no, Cranberry's a guy, right? Sorry, I goofed.
I don't know. I maybe gender fluid. I haven't figured that out. I don't really want to look under there. I respect Cranberry's privacy.
Oh, I've got dust in my nose.
All right,
It was the worst motorboating experience ever.
So
the boob, I like it.
Cranberry, you're the best.
and it disappears.
Well, that was quite the experience.
I didn't like that. I usually like centaurs, but I didn't like that one.
Guys, I need to have a nap.
I need healing.
Maybe a shower.
Yo, I'm still fucking dead or
Oh, you're
unconscious.
dying? Okay.
Make another death save.
I didn't go and lay on hands, Mary Len Jane.
You have land hands
I
left?
have 5 points of lay on hands, which
Or
oh
I can.
Ooh.
Oh wait,
ooh.
that only
They
brings him to
debate.
0. As I make another
Nope.
death save.
Go and-
I'm
and
really
lay
hoping
on,
for you
I
to
would
do
have.
that.
I was already going to go do it. Alabama can just talk to me while I'm doing it and be like,
I mean, you were talking to Cranberry to begin with.
I was going to spare the dying so that you didn't have to waste another.
"Oh, fine,
But then it only brings her to 0. It doesn't really.
yeah." This is the same thing. So
Oh.
5 points of lay on hands. This is gonna hurt a lot. You're dead though, so you can't feel it.
The zap.
Zap.
So I just get 5 hit points.
Out of your total 39 hit points maximum.
Yeah. Do I ever get that back? I don't like this game.
Because now you're at 39, right?
Oh, I need a nap.
I think we just took one, didn't we?
Yeah, at the very least, I need some major healing because I do not feel good. Oh, that's not Penny's voice at all. I'm sorry.
Nope.
That's me.
That's the mummy rot talking.
I don't know that we need a long rest, but I definitely would like some healing of some sort. I can heal myself a little bit, but it's you know me, it's not enough.
Is the peacock gone?
You get a full 10 rounds of it.
I already used the peacock,
That's right. Dang.
and she already used the peacock.
Peacock. Cock. Oh, I want to use the peacock.
Get in there.
What does it do again?
It gives
Six,
you
1d6.
1d6.
Oh, I'm gonna go in.
Yeah.
Yeah, go get it.
I got to 4.
Yay.
No, like I can't. I have nothing.
So
Yeah.
you need a long rest because you have
Yeah,
no
I
spell
got
slots.
nothing.
I don't know if he's gonna let us do a long rest though.
I think he might give us a short rest at best. If
I got no spell slots.
I know
I got
he told you
nothing.
to not use
To be,
them. though.
yeah, he did tell us he's like, don't use any spell slots.
But there's
but
no
then
way-
he was like, well, let's
I'm-
fight this fucking mommy.
Well, we didn't have to fight the mummy, Aaron.
We're not
I kept
role-playing.
staring at you to be like, just tell us the fucking password.
Yeah, but
we
based
can
on what he said
fucking-
last time, it's only I know the password and only I can pass through. That's based on what he told me last
because
time.
you have to tell us the
He
password.
literally told you when we started this, he's like, why don't you just tell them the password?
Because you're not supposed to share
Oh
passwords.
my God,
Fine.
Aaron.
Texas Walker is not an IT.
We
it
don't
doesn't
even have
make
that kind of
sense.
technology in this game.
We don't have electricity except from like magic lightning
Does the
bolts.
password have a capital and a special
Yeah.
character?
It has to be 15 long.
and
No.
a number.
This is not amusing.
Just chicken waffles or whatever it is. Chicken pizza. So
Florida man whines and like curls up in a ball to go to sleep.
The door is open. There's a breeze blowing through the door.
Can we close the door and go to sleep? I can't.
I also want to sleep.
I just want to
Being
be
dead
healed.
takes it out of you.
I wish we had a mage to make the like hidden, like you go hang out in the hidden, like
Lehman's tiny hut.
yeah, or like secret screw pad or whatever. Like yeah, like it's got shag carpeting and it's just basically an interdimensional hangout place.
like back of the van type of thing.
Maybe like a basement,
Okay.
like with wood
Nice.
paneling.
There's a large block of green jade that is shattered on the floor on the other side of the door. It leads to a passage that extends 50 to 60 feet ahead of you.
There's no way we can survive whatever comes next if we don't rest.
You see footsteps in the dust down that passageway.
Are they fresh footsteps?
We gotta at least like heal up. It's like I have no spell slots, so I can't be useful at all. But we gotta
I
at least
don't know why you're looking at me for this.
because I know what you want to do. I know
Are you
wanna
in
go down
character or
there.
not?
All I wanted to know was if they're fresh footsteps.
How do you know that one way or the other?
Can I do a check to determine?
Are you good at survival?
I have +5.
Yeah, I have the same as her.
That's untrained +5, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you may both make a check. You both
18.
know those are very recent footsteps in the dust.
These here steps are very recent.
I can concur.
Could they be Arizona's? Is that what you're thinking?
What size is the footprint?
Yeah, you rolled well enough. It's a humanoid footprint, a little smaller than average sized feet.
I don't believe so, although I don't remember the size of her feet because it's been so long since I've seen her.
Been so long since I've kissed them.
And licked them and nibbled
I
them.
mean, that's enough. Thank you.
Licked them like a lollipop.
It's only fair. Maryland started it.
Do humans not like feet?
You're a human.
I'm a genie.
You're a human.
I'm a genie.
Your parents are human. You're basically human.
I'm
You
half
have
human.
air blowing out of both holes.
That's human enough for me.
I say we make camp here before we move on any further.
I'm like already using the Pikachu backpack as like a pillow and like curled
Okay,
up.
so
What do we get from a short rest as opposed to long?
you get your hit points back.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, you get to spend your hit
Hit
dice to
dice.
gain hit points.
yeah.
You can do a Song of Rest as well. But it's been pretty recent since
I
you
know.
last did
This
your...
is the problem.
I know.
I think we have to find another solution because these footprints that might be Arizona's, which is the whole point of this whole thing. And while we ended up in this stupid dungeon in the first place, whatever you want to call this, right? And if we think that there's a possibility that Arizona's there, we don't want to take too long. But I also understand because I am tired and I am very sore. And it's just, I don't know.
With these steps being so fresh, if it is in Arizona, they might come back.
Maryland is going to go to that door and summon all of the air in her entire being and yell as loud as she possibly can through that doorway.
Arizona! Are you down there?
Well, if she's near, she would have heard that and will come back. Let's sleep.
Dude, where did that come from? I've never heard that voice ever. Where have you been?
It's the loudest I could yell. Yeah.
You should join
You
my
also
band.
summoned all the monsters.
Probably.
Oh, yeah. Hey, at least then they're coming here to us. And we're not finding them by mistake or getting surprised by them later.
Yeah, let's give them the upper hand. I love it. Why don't they just kick us while we're down?
Bar the doors. Arizona comes back. Oh, it's locked.
So if we need to rest, that we can have the discussion, but it's a little embarrassing, but I don't know if anyone else was like really scared by the centaur. I got really, really scared at one point, and I had a little accident.
Do you need to find yourself a watering hole?
Well, that and I don't know if we want to stay in this room because I don't know if you know anything about like my species, but it doesn't smell like gross.
Sorry, did you say species or feces?
Both.
There's the
Okay.
sound of stone on stone grinding down the corridor that you just yelled down.
Well, something's coming back.
Why don't we play dead?
Mission accomplished.
Play dead?
I vote
Actually,
we play dead. I'll put this dagger back.
Stab yourself.
And I'll just lay here next to my
Hey,
accident.
dead bodies often shit themselves, right?
I'm very believable. You guys work on your backstories.
Because we're taking a short rest.
I'm just playing dead. That's my plan.
Do our watches.
but I don't think a short rest helps.
It just gets our hit points.
Yeah,
it would
but
just get us to be able to like leave this room if we.
And I'm still at my limited because I still have this thing that we're not going to talk about because you don't know I have it. But I just know I don't feel good.
You know you have it.
I know.
I mean, you don't know what
I don't
it's
know what it is
called,
though.
but-
I just know I don't feel good.
I really hurt down to my soul.
That's kind of why I think I'm in that very defeatist mode. I'm just like, I don't know and I don't feel right and I just want to lay down.
Oh, since the mummy's dead, I'm going to keep dumping out that pot of river stones to see if there's something else in the bottom of it.
Sure, yeah. There's a couple of crushed silver masks, broken statue, all of it's worth, even broken and battered, considerable amounts of money.
Cool.
An hour goes by.
Oh, yeah, we have to use a hit dice to do it.
I don't have any of those.
I don't either.
You should have got them all back when you leveled up, no?
Not if they use them all.
Oh,
Since we leveled, did we get them?
You do not get them back for leveling.
We
You
get-
would have just gotten an additional one for leveling.
So we have what?
So you would have 7 now instead of 6.
Well, I'm going to use that then.
Okay. Also, if you'd taken a long rest, because that's what leveling was the equivalent of, was a long rest, then you would have gotten half of them back as well.
Oh.
So you have 4.
That's doable. I will use 2 and we'll see if I need more.
Because, yeah, it's been like almost no time since the coatl and your level up. So how many hit dice do you have left there, Alabama?
I think 3. I don't understand what I did on this sheet.
Okay.
I think 3.
Cool. Everybody's spending all their hit dice. And you're singing a song of rest or not. Are you just playing dead the whole time?
Oh, I guess I should do that thing that I do. You get an extra 1d6 hit points. So I roll the dice or they roll their own?
They roll their own.
Kind of halfway through the rest, she realizes, oh, I guess I shouldn't just lay here for an hour waiting to die or playing dead. So she kind of like half puts herself up and she's like, I'm going to help you. Let's all feel better together. And then she starts singing. Your lullaby and good night. Get some rest now and delight. Rest your head from the day. Set your rest till blood sprays.
Very nice. And no one has talked to anyone else for the last half hour until Penny sits up and speaks. Everyone seems to be exhausted and tired. Does anyone talk for the next half an hour, or do you all just look at your phones?
I just look at my phones.
Okay.
I curl up with the Pikachu backpack and sleep. The sleep of an hour.
With my newfound hit points of 12.
Oh,
I know. Still hurting a lot. But I am also really curious to what that stone grinding sound was a little bit. So I'm going to go and try and peek through the door without alarming whatever could be on the other side.
Don't touch anything.
So you look through the door. There is a broken wall of jade that lays on the ground and footsteps in the dust leading down and to the right.
I'm going to go down and then I'm going to peek my head around the right without fully stepping around.
You see footsteps go about 5 feet into that room, and then there is no dust anywhere. Not a room, it's another corridor. I'll describe it. This 5-foot diameter passage is dry, and it shows no signs of having been used for ages, but there is no dust. Near the top of the corridor walls, about 3 feet from the ceiling, stone lintels run the length of the passage. The corridor abruptly widens to a cube that is 15 feet on a side with a corrugated floor. And in the ceiling of this area, a bronze circular piece of metal is set in the roof. It seems to have some sort of latch upon it. In the 4 corners are set metal rungs that form a ladder that lead up to and across the arched ceiling to that circular piece of metal. The rungs are broken in several places, leaving rusty spikes. And on the other side of this room, the corridor continues.
So there's a giant, it's like we're in a submarine with the little whoop whoop on the top.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
You can't see too far down beyond that. You can make out what I've read as you look down the corridor, because you didn't go anywhere near, right? You stayed pretty far back.
I'm staying pretty far back.
Okay.
Maryland comes back into the room. Hey guys, so there's a giant room that kind of looks like a boat that doesn't exist in this world, but there's a hatch in the top of the ceiling and then a corridor, and the footprints just stop because there's no more dust. We should probably get going if we want to catch whoever those belong to.
I agree. I think we've had a long enough nap.
I agree as well.
So, Marilyn, I'm going to suggest that you stay near the back going forward. So
I don't die?
Yeah. Stay behind me, please.
I will take you up on that as well, even though you didn't offer it to me. But I'm not feeling so good, so I'm going to hang out in the back.
Okay.
I will still be at the front so I can check for traps.
Jesus Christ.
No, you will not.
I need to check I will check for the traps and then go to the back. I will not touch the things.
Stand behind me.
Can you walk at the front?
Yeah.
So Maryland goes back down this hallway near the front behind the paladin.
I walk. I'll protect you.
Tex is at the back.
Alabama is in front of Tex, so Tex is at the very back.
I'm at the caboose. I call caboose.
Cool.
Penny, you're with me.
Yeah.
We get to the room with the giant submarine-like roof. Hatch. There's ladders in this thing, right? But then they're spiky. Ooh, I'm going to climb them.
Okay. So it's a corrugated steel floor, holes through the bottom of it, right? In the four corners of the room, there are rungs that lead up and over to this circle of bronze that has a latch in the room. So you see, the corridor continues after that. Can I just get perception checks from everyone?
Always a good sign.
Cool. Who did the worst?
Probably me.
Penny, those steel rungs are old and rusted, and some of the rungs have broken off to be sharp protrusions, and you're like, someone could get tetanus on those, and that's taking all of your focus. Who did the next worst?
Maybe me at 13?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 13, it is weird that there's a corrugated steel floor. That doesn't make sense. Maybe it's for like the sluicing of the blood so that it drips through. Not too sure exactly what that's all about.
I have an 18.
Ooh.
20.
Ooh. 18, you do not see any dust down the other end of the corridor as well. And that is also very puzzling because most places you've been has been very, very dusty. How did we do, Texas Walker?
23.
23 and a 20. Both of you have detected that there is a slight scratch just before the corrugated steel that is kind of in a quarter circle arc cord sort of thing in the floor.
It appears like there might be a hidden door here, possibly. There is markings on the floor that indicate so.
I think this takes a little bit of investigation to see exactly what it could potentially be.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Can I also investigate? Because they said this out loud.
Are you any good at it?
No.
So maybe you can just help.
Oh, yeah, I am.
Are you really?
I've got training in this shit.
Cool. I don't know if you're any good, but let's see.
Let's see.
Text definitely is.
Oh,
I am good
thing.
at this.
I'm trained in it.
got lucky. Got lucky, punk. How'd you do, Tex? 6. Tex is like, that scratch isn't very deep.
There'd be a scratch.
But how did you do, Maryland Jane?
24.
All right, 24 means you find the way this secret door opens. How does it open?
She looks around where this door should be indicated because you can line up the scratch to the wall. And along that, you can see a very, very faint line that runs all the way up the wall. And as she's running her thumb up the wall, she notices like this one little stone that's sticking out at a weird angle. And so she smooths it down. And as she smooths down that stone, it lies flat in the wall, which allows the door to pop open.
Sure, there's a little click and the door slides open. It's taken Maryland Jane a little bit of time to open this, especially since Maryland Jane was so invested in climbing those rungs and checking the thing, and then suddenly somebody else was doing something else. So suddenly Maryland Jane was involved in that action too. So what is everybody else doing since Maryland Jane has found the way to the door?
Penny's still intently looking at the rungs on the ladder.
Sure,
being
just
like,
looking at them.
Yeah, those all look safe.
It's very active.
Yeah.
What is everybody else doing?
I am cleaning my dagger.
How was it dirty? You missed the centaurs.
Yeah, and it got dust on it.
Okay.
Do you want to clean my bloody one?
No.
What are you up to there, Florida man?
Trying to figure out like how the dust got blown away from this area. Or is it just like widely used, maybe like the hatch? So maybe an investigation?
You can go investigate the hatch?
Yeah.
All right. You can look around the hatch. It seems like you could open the hatch if you wanted to.
Yeah, I want to open it.
All right, cool.
I make the bad choice.
Yeah, on behalf of other
you
people was
do.
great. You climb up the rungs, you work your way over, and Penny's like,
It's sharp. You're going to get tetanus.
and you open the hatch, and a blast of terrible whistling air throws you down onto the corrugated steel below.
Ow.
I told you.
Make a strength saving throw, actually, to hold on to the rung or the hatch itself.
Can I have my +4?
Penny, also make a saving throw check
Are you
as
going to
well.
fall on me?
How do we do, Florida man?
15.
You manage to hang on, and you are not thrown as the wind throws everyone else. How did you do, Penny?
13.
That is just enough. You're thrown up against a wall. You don't take any damage. The wind howls and blasts and pours through this hatch straight into the corrugated steel and throws everyone else around. And now there's this torrent of wind trickling down the corridor, washing away the dust that would have potentially been there. And Florida Man is hanging and being billeted by the wind. Just as click happens and the door pops open a little bit. Maryland Jane says,
I think I got it.
what would you have made on a saving throw if you had to make the saving throw and you had gone up there and done the dumb thing?
Because you would have done
11.
You would have been like slammed down and taken 2d8 damage.
And then I would have died
Well,
again.
it's only 3 damage if you fall.
I did the dumb thing.
If you failed that saving throw by more than 5, you would have hit one of the rusty spikes and taken piercing damage from it too.
tetanus.
That is so funny.
Mummy
It's like a whole
disease
thing
and
written out about that.
tetanus?
A creature that moves only by crawling on the floor using the corrugated surface to maintain your grip is safe from the wind. Anyway, the wind howls and blasts.
Can I try to
down.
close it?
Yeah, sure. You can try to close it.
Is this strength check again?
Yeah, it's going to be a strength athletics check.
Oh, athletics. 15.
You almost get it, and then the wind howls and throws it out of your grasp. You open the door a little bit, and you can see into this secret room that the walls of this chamber are painted flat black, while the floor is inlaid with a colorful mosaic of strange gods cavorting and leaping around a sun. An alcove in the center of the eastern wall is masked by a curtain of shells and beads.
Ooh, this is kind of cool.
Maryland doesn't go inside, but merely stands there and then yells for Florida Man.
Florida man, I need my escort.
What?
Screw this. Alabama, would you like to go first in case there's something deadly so I don't die?
Sure, I can do that.
Thank you.
And Alabama walks through.
Yeah, you head into the room. It's all painted black. There are 3 circles painted on the floor, a green exterior, then a yellow circle, followed by a white circle, and then in the middle, a large red circle painted in the floor.
Well, this seems kind of culty.
Isn't it like a target?
Are they separate circles?
You see on the floor, because it is very dusty in this room, a set of footprints walk around and then go into those curtain of shells and beads.
Oh.
I'm going to follow the
Like in
footprints.
an old-timey apothecary shop, separating to the corridor. Yeah, it's exactly right.
A beaded curtain?
Of shells and beads.
Well, Maryland, do you want to follow those footprints with me?
Yeah, nothing could go wrong there.
Nope, I don't think so.
I'm trying to close the thing.
Do you want to close the thing, or are you going to hop down and try to just get out of that area?
I'm going to try to close it one more time.
Okay, cool.
Ooh, 19.
Yeah, you do so. You manage to get that arm up and heft, and your bicep and tricep flexes, and you click the latch. The wind whoosh cuts from the room.
Where'd everyone go?
Well, Penny's still
here.
standing there, and Tex is still standing there.
I mean, the important people. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Well, we're now waiting for you now.
I'm going to go take a peek down that other corridor because you said this room continues down into the corridor. I'm just going to take a peek.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to go into the secret room.
Sure, you follow up. Yep. Florida Man, you going into the room?
Yes,
too?
I am. I'm following.
All right, the 4 of you go into the room together, and you see the footsteps leading to the beaded curtain. The Tex, I'll get to you in a moment.
We go through the beaded curtain.
Behind the curtain is a chalky form of statue seated on a stone throne with its surface carved to depict feathers. The statue is wearing a feathered headdress and a feathered robe, and lying across its lap in its open palms is a scepter of gold and silver with an eagle's head crafted on one end and the talons of a bird holding a blazing sun on the other. The most remarkable thing about the statue, though, is its face, because it is Arizona's face. And standing to one side of the statue is Arizona.
Alive?
Yes.
Oh.
Yay.
Hey, that's the thing that we were trying to get.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Alabama just kind of looks there shocked for a second and then just runs at her and picks her up and embraces her without saying anything.
She is shocked and surprised and looks at you with wide eyes. Florida Man,
Hey, it's the person.
you have a thing that you almost never use.
Oh, hey, yeah, I'm going to use Divine Sense.
Yeah. You've been through most of this entire dungeon.
I've used it like 3 or 4 times.
I did say almost enough.
Yeah.
And over the course of plus 20 games,
So I have literally burned everything else I can possibly do.
except that.
Except this, I still have it. So Divine Sense. Bring my eyes like.
Is it your Spidey sense?
It's basically, yes.
Everybody else except for Tex, who's not there. The 2 of you, you see the hug, the shock, then the, oh, hey, it's you. Surprise. I don't know why I sounded like Christopher Walken there, but that was weird.
It was very weird.
Kid. And the recognition happens and the hug is returned. And it seems like such a beautiful, touching moment for Alabama and Arizona.
Probably the fucking wizard.
Enough so that, like, well, you have a ton of whites. How many whites do you
I
have?
have 3.
How many whites do you have?
I have
One.
3.
All right, you have enough whites that it's fine. Otherwise, but you would be inspired. I'll give you blues.
Yay, we need blues. I roll bad.
The three of you feel like you have accomplished everything you set out to do. Here is Alabama and Arizona reunited. Their love is once again 2 halves of a broken heart put together to make one full heart because they share a heart. This went too long. And she feels exactly like your Arizona. She smells exactly like your Arizona. And she's got a little cut on her cheek, probably from whatever happened in there. And she looks all soft and happy. And you're just overjoyed.
Probably gonna stab me in the back.
And she smiles to you and is about to speak when Florida Man says,
She's a diviness. Alabama, I don't think that's her.
Well, it sure seems like her.
Sure smells like her.
It smells like her.
And yet her soul is rotten to the core. Get the hell away.
Raise a glass and drink with the enemy. Raise a glass and sing with the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own. And raise a glass and toast to the enemy. Raise a glass and sing to the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own.
This concludes this episode of Tavern Tales, a curated Dungeons & Dragons 5e game set in the Tales of the Yawning Portal adventure module by Wizards of the Coast. Our intro and outro music is the song Tavern Tales by the Bad Billy Band. You can find out more about the Bad Billy Band on iTunes or at www.badbillyband.com or follow them on Twitter at badbillyband. Thanks for listening. Please feel free to leave us a review on iTunes or find us on Twitter at tavern_tales. We'll be back next week with more of the adventure.